Hello viewers and welcome to part 31 of the Clueless Cat Does Final Fantasy XIV story playthrough as per requested by Twitch viewers. More bad monotalk dialogue incoming now, where we left off, trying to get the pirates to cooperate with us. Under the sea. Though Rasho is a man of few words, he has some left to say. So, alone you will deal with the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Beko. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting over long for your sign. Right then, let us head for... Wait, where's Lise? We cannot leave without her. Amber, what is it? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promises? No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Yida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hoped that I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? Lise, you... Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. And we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first traveled to Garabania, I was in Limsa visiting a friend, a young child who had been through a great deal. That's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back I passed a patisserie, which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I'd ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless I decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when all this is over. Amber too, and I won't take no for an answer. What about Y'shtola? We never hear the end of it. Alright, Y'shtola too, when she's better. Deal? Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. I think this is Isle Beku, though to be honest it looks the same to me as many other islands around here. Rasha said that there is a cave that could lead us to their village. We should search further inland.
Is that light I see up ahead?
Maybe.
We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Sorban about our situation, and if anyone here can help us, it's him. Of Kojin and Kami, Sorban is curious to learn why you are here. So tell me, my friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunshin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. Now I see Bunshin is over there, however, directly ahead of me is something I wish to attune to.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, Honored Elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something.
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Korjin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Korjin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our red brothers live by the sword, we blue Korjin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the red falls unjustly upon the blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
More chores. Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure, the Yakusangi no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi, until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So you'd want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours. I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, drowning? Fear not. There is a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing, but first you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested Inkui carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I will see to the shells and Lise can look for the coral. Amber, would you go and find an unqui and relieve it of its carapace? Lisa, plus side is this thing has a yeet stream to get you back up to the top quickly. And before you wonder what a yeet stream is, I'm about to show it to you. So you see this water here? Bounce yeet. Well, have you the Inquit Carpus? How splendid they are! The Kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it! I got the ruby coral you wanted. And I the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasa Akani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Haha, surely you realize we have been searching this whole time? The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already have we scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. The Shellis of the Suinosatu can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shellis? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Reen have been here as long as I can remember. Shisoi, the Overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. In Sorbin we trust. Sorbin is about to show you a shining, shimmering, splendid new world. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let us go to western part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. He dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends. Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths, receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
Incredible! I could swear I was breathing air!
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time, come on!
Control and spacebar to dive. Got it. This must be Suino Sato, the rain village Sorbin told us about. Right then, let's see if they can't help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. Forever and ever apart. Lise would not delay in the beginning the search for the Yasakani no Magatama. If this is Suino Sato, then Shiosei, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though, now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcomed here. Yeah, probably not. So, this is our man? Leave this place and never return. We have no need for wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends, Amber and Alice. We're looking for the overseer of Suino Sato, Shiosei. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am High Priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides, Shiosei. So you are the man we are looking for. Great! We need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yakisaku no... Stop, I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Chirp chirp. Quiet, Isobi, or there will be no dango for dinner. Ahem. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might concede to tell us of your village and why you're so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Suino Sato is our sanctuary, under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisui. We reign, enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives, but it was not always so. Long ago our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters they sought refuge from the ravages of war. And here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past, the Ruby Princess in her wisdom decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me. I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Sui no Saito home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain here would be gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf year. Clearly Garabinia is not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known it would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. Well, in the Tavern of Asari.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and its still filthier clientele.
"'Tis scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer."
Name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashiai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail, you had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Dorma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really, but the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute, there is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Ah! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make her pay.
In darkness, the Magatama dreams. Alisaie's sigh tells you all you need to know about her state of mind. We seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Amber? We should ask the villagers if they know anything. Right. You're the ones who came from above, yes? If we could have a moment of your time. Mine apologies, I did not mean to startle you. My name is Ihanami, and this is my wife, Unagi. We were wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we should like very much to hear it. May I ask why? If you must, our daughter fought in the rebellion. We have heard naught from her since. 'Twould be too much to hope that you know of her. But her name is Yugiri. Kami be praised, she lives. She lives. We're actually looking for her too, actually. But I'm sure she's all right. We had no idea she hailed from Suinosatu. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious of the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, a proud son of Yinksha. His tales of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doma's plights and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Garleans would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left years later to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the then Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yugiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we can do, and so our daughter, who wanted only to keep her people safe. Surely there is something we can do for these people, they who gave her aid and succor when no other would? I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is the Yasakani no Magatama you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye, it is as a jade, but when bathed in a particular light, it shimmers with a divine resplendence. I have mined similar minerals before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths, they are invaluable. There is a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find that which you seek. I only wish there was something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And when next you see our daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and her brothers do not think of her. We will, I promise. If this wreck is the selfsame vessel of which Sorban spoke, then if the gods are good, the Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, Amber. We're going to need to take this slowly. Move too fast and we risk overlooking something. I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. Gosetsu will have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you, Amber? This is it? The Yasakano no Magatama, exactly as Sorben described. It would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. The whims of the divine. As ever, Alice is eager to keep moving. Much as I would like to return and thank Yugire's parents for their assistance, time is of the essence. I say we make for Tamamizu at once. Hold on to it for now, Amber. Once we arrive, present it to the Elder, and then we can finally learn how to deal with the Red Kojin. You returned, and with the Yasakani no Magatama, I trust. Yes, there's no mistake. Well done, well done. So, about the Red Kojin, you said there was a way to make them retreat into their shells. Are you ready to tell us now? I did indeed, and yes, I am. For you see, divinity resides not only in material vessels, but in individuals. In laying claim to this most sacred of treasures, you have demonstrated an affinity with the divine. To treat with men and women such as you is to invite fortune into our homes. Gladly will we aid your cause. All is ready, Sorbonne? Then give them what they require. This is a ceremonial knife of some sort? Before this blade, that which is sealed shall open, the treasure vault of the Kojin on the Isle of Zeki. It is there that our most prized relics, be they of the red or the blue, are kept safe. Fiercely do the red guard it, for its contents are more precious than their lives. Were the vault to be attacked, their response would by necessity be immediate. Kojin would be summoned from moms around to defend their treasure. And were we to sow enough chaos, the Reds in service to the Imperials would have no choice but to answer the call as well. Given the Confederacy the sign they've been waiting for. Without the Kojin, the Imperials don't have nearly enough troops in Izari to hold off the pirates. However, you must understand that the vault is holy ground, home to 1,000,000 kami. To intrude upon it without paying the proper respects is sacrilege we cannot condone. So, if we were to pay the proper respects, it would be alright? Great! How do we do that again? The Yasakani no Magatama is one of 3 most coveted treasures of the Kojin. The other 2 lie within the vault. Were you to deliver the jewel unto the others and thereby make them whole, the kami may forgive your trespass and instead delight in your mischief-making. So, if I understand correctly, you want us to take the sacred jewel coveted by your red brothers and deliver it to their treasure vault? More or less. Yasakani no Magatama belongs on the Isle of Zeki. So long as it finds its way there, we are satisfied. The Magatama has chosen you to bear it to its brothers. Had it not, you would never have found it, and we would not be having this conversation. I shall inform the Confederacy of your plans, and bid them make ready to act when the time is right. The Isle of Zeki lies to the west of Suino Seto. Look for a cave beneath the waters. May fortune favor you in this and all other endeavors. Right then. I am not normally in the habit of sneaking into heavily guarded treasure vaults, but if this is the only way to convince the Confederacy to act, then so be it. We should be prepared for a fight, the bigger the better. The kind where you'll wish you had 7 of your most battle-hardened friends at your side. Breaking and delivering. Much like her brother, Alice also loves it when a plan comes together. I don't know about you two, but I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Me too. Let's do this. Right. Not left to say then. To the Isle of Zeki. Right. Let's go and find that cave. Assuming this is the right cave, it should lead us straight into the heart of the Isle of Zeki. Have you got a plan for once we get to this isle? How about 2 of us get the guards' attention while the 3rd heads straight for the vault? Afterwards, the other 2 join them there, and together we make a stand. With our numbers, it's not feasible to do anything more complicated, I think. Fine by me, I like simple plans. I'll be one of the decoys then. You read my mind. I also had a mind to ask Amber to be one, given her peerless martial prowess. Then it's settled. You 2 will make your way through the stronghold, creating as much chaos as possible. You know, have some fun. Meanwhile, I will attempt to locate the vault and gain entry with the ceremonial knife. When I am inside, I will contact you via link pearl. Right, come on Amber, we've got work to do. You're a sight for sore eyes. I hope Alizé all right too. Amber, Lise, can you hear me? I found the vault. Head northwest. There's a passage leading deeper within. Hurry. There you are. The entrance is straight ahead. Good timing, I might add. It sounds like the whole garrison is heading straight for us.
Thieves! Thieves! Come to steal our most precious treasures? You will pay for this sacrilege!
That's the spirit! Now don't be shy. I'm more than ready for another round.
Seize them!
What in the world?
Who hath made us whole?
Hark! A great kami stirs. Yes, yes, a great kami of the sacred treasures. O great kami, we beseech your intercession. We who have guarded your blade and glass for generations, your faithful Korjin.
It was I who made you whole.
Thou didst freely deliver our jewel unto thine enemy's own treasure vault? How auspicious we do commend thee, daughter of man. Such audacity is deserving of celebration, exaltation, a contest of wills to mark the occasion. Let lines be drawn, let sides be chosen, and for their loyalty we shall stand with the caretakers of our greater part.
Oh, perfect. A contest of wills. Just what we need.
Hearken to us, shelled ones. Upon this day your wish shall be granted. Curse neither your fate nor its executor, children of man, for we are of the divine, of both heaven and earth, the ringing silence, the raging calm. All riseth and falleth at the whim of capricious fortune. Assume your marks upon the stage and embrace the coming chaos. We are Susano, and in revelry do we rejoice.
That's a primal standing in front of us, right?
And a horde of angry Kojin at our backs. Oh, this contest is getting worse by the moment. Lys, help me clear a path. Leave them to us and save your strength. You'll be needing it soon enough.
Make way! Make way!
Spoil not your appetite for the feast, children of man. The dish will be served whether you will it or no.
That was not part of the plan. A Kojin Primal was most definitely not part of the plan. Though I am sure there is a perfectly logical explanation involving the ether stored in the treasures and the religious fervor with which the Kojin guarded them. Or something. Ugh. Pity Alphino isn't here to provide it. And just when I thought our fortunes had changed, I swear, if Sorbin and his people knew this might happen. No, somehow I doubt that. Even the Red seems surprised by what happened. All rises and falls at the whim of capricious fortune, does it? And the same goes for him. We have to defeat that primal. The Lord of the Revel. Alice may not have the best plan, but she has the only one. As before, our numbers limit our options. I wish I could claim to have a brilliant plan, but I don't. All I have is a desperate one. Lys, you and I will do our best to draw the Kojin away from the primal. We'll lead them on a wild dodo chase all over this isle. The rest of the plan, I'm afraid you can guess. I'm sorry, Amber, I truly am, but neither of us can even approach Susanoo, much less hope to defeat him, which means you're on your own. Well, who knows? She does have an awful lot of adventure friends. Maybe some of them decided to take a fishing trip to the Far East and are surprisingly close by? Yes, and I speak fluent Hingan. Come on, there's no point putting this off. Wow, you speak fluent Hingan? I didn't know that. The Pool of Tribute.
Let the revels begin!
The first thing of note is a tank buster that he does not have much of a cast bar for, he just kind of does it. Then he'll place circular AoEs under everyone. Do not get hit by these or you're going to have a lightning resistance down debuff placed on you. This can stack. Then when he says, when the seas part for we alone, he'll put a marker on somebody, he'll knock them back, and you have to run and stack with him. Later on, this will have the additional mechanic of there'll be a line that the person gets knocked back. That will be the only safe spot in the arena to stand. You'll see what I mean later. Also stay away from the line AoEs of the clouds. If you get hit by them, you will be paralysis for a short while. So try not to do that. Okay, you're going to see how it knocks him back and creates a line of safe spot here. If you stand in the not safe spot, you're going to get lightning resistance down a buff again.
The seas part for we alone. The seas part for we alone. Our hearts sing in the chaos. Wild and pure and forever free.
One of the tanks needs to go and click that blade shadow. They are going to be in a clash or holding off the big sword for the remainder of this. Everyone focus on the sword. It becomes targetable. If you want, the off tank is technically supposed to get those balls that are off on the side, but most people completely ignore them. They just focus on the sword. He's going to do that twice. After you beat it the second time, you're going to want to get out of the middle, out of that red stuff. If you get caught in that red stuff, you die. And this will mark phase 3. He'll use many of the moves from phase 1 with a couple new ones, such as a line AoE tank buster. So if you're the main tank and you see those construction lines around you in a square, make sure that nobody is behind you. When he says this, he's going to put someone, one of your party members, in a chain, and he'll have other duds and he'll mix them around, and you have to attack the right one to free your compatriot before the rocks crush them. You don't need to worry about attacking the one that doesn't have your person in it. Just the one that has your party member. Other than that, he also does some party-wide damages that the healers have to keep up with. Other than that, it's pretty easy fight.
The seas part for we alone. Ferocity. Earth and stone at our beck and call.
Meanwhile, off the coast of Lothard.
Nary a peep from the shellbacks, sir. It's enough to make one wonder.
The Red have sounded the alarm. The Isle of Zeki under attack. Fierce fighting in the stronghold. The vault breached by outsiders and strange tales from deep within. All this the Red cannot ignore. Even now, they abandon their posts and flock to the Isle. The Garleans are powerless to stop them.
I'll be damned they did it. Well, Captain, wagers notwithstanding, I dare say we will not have a better opportunity to drive the Imperials from Asari and rescue our men. On the other hand, naught was put in writing. But if your mind is made up, then that is that. I should add that if you were to change your mind, none would gainsay your decision, nor think you beholden to your past. Nor would anyone begrudge you a spot of revenge into the bargain. Like the little miss said, we knew this day would come.
Isari may be a rotting husk, but at least the tavern keeper never watered down his drinks.
Well said. for a temperate man.
Hear me, comrades! We made a bargain with the Eorzeans, and I mean to uphold our end of it. I mean to remind the Garleans that this is our sea, that all here belongs to the Confederacy. All that is theirs is ours for the taking, and take it we shall. We will strip them of everything they hold dear.
This one is iron. My hands will break before he speaks.
Kami, give me strength. Are you good at anything? I had hoped this might prove more productive than blind inquiries, but I see you are determined to waste my time. Very well. Line them up. Kill one for every question he refuses to answer.
Hurt them, and you will get naught from me.
You have given me precisely that thus far, so what have I to lose? Mark me, samurai. I will find Lord Hien, be it with your help or with your heads.
Confederate scum! You will pay for that!
Confederacy. They've come to save us!
And this after I took such pains to cow them. Even pirates have their pride, I suppose. Enough to march to their deaths, no less. Oh, the stupidity of it all. It truly is a sickness. I shall just have to lance the boil. Drain them of every last trace of honor and compassion. Every last drop.
My lady, I'm going outside. Oh! Oh!
The Kami are not finished with you yet.
There's no end to them. They just keep coming.
Then we must be doing something right. We have to hold out for as long as we can. She's counting on us.
Susanoo is slain! Slain by the Shellless One!
Is it true? Did you defeat him? Well, in that case, how do you fancy helping us keep the Kojin occupied until the Confederacy make their move? Speak of the devils, that's coming from Isari.
I think we've done all we can here. Let's withdraw and make for the village.
Right. Although, they don't seem keen to let us go.
Hear me, Kojin of the Red! We have no quarrel with you, only your Imperial masters! No more blood need be shed this day. I pray you let us go in peace!
You dare speak to us of peace? Your flesh will feed the fishes, thief! Attack!
Now's our chance. Don't worry about her, she can handle herself.
I can't let you take all the glory, can I?
I think we're safe. I didn't see any Kojin following us. Wait here. I'm going back for Alize. She stayed behind so we could escape. So that you could escape, not me. And that was a mistake. I should have been the one to stay behind, not her. So I've got to go back. If we lose her, I'll never forgive myself. I was the one who dragged you all into this. It was my fight, not yours. I knew that from the start, but I also knew I couldn't do it alone. But I've asked too much and let too much happen to you all. I have to make this right, and I have to do it on my own. So let me go, please. I'm asking you as a friend. I have to help her. You can start by finding me a towel and some bandages. Brr. Alice. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I said I was going to distract them, not make a heroic and ultimately futile last stand. Who does that anyway? For the love of, this is stupid. You're embarrassing yourself and me. Shut up and let me have this. Right, that wasn't so bad, was it? Now then, we need to hurry back to Isari. I don't see any soldiers. Do you think the Confederacy draw them off? Yeah, probably. Tide goes in, Imperials go out. Lise is not sure what to make of Azari. Something definitely happened here. I see several people who look like they might be injured. Let's give them a hand and find out what we missed. Do I need help? Oh, I'll be fine. It's nothing that won't heal. You should go after Lise. I remember you. You're the one who saved me from the Doman catchers. Thanks to you, we managed to rescue the fishermen and my kidnapped comrades, one of whom joined the Confederacy with me long ago. It would have broke my heart to have bury him. Oh, and if you're looking for the captain, you'll find him in the tavern. Oh, you're not an Imperial. Is it over? Kami be praised. I was certain she would have killed us all and burn Azari to the ground, or kill us after making us watch, or barricade us in our homes before putting them to the torch. Thank you, my child. When the fighting started, I tried to run and hide, but fell and couldn't not regain my feet. I thought for sure that we would all be slaughtered, but the pirates drove them off. I never thought I would see the day when the Confederacy came to our aid. Back already? What have you learned? At the tavern, you say? In that case, we should find Lise and speak with him together.
My Eorzean friends. Saw the smoke, did you? A pity you did not come sooner, though I gather you were busy elsewhere.
Gosetsu! You're alive. You're all alive.
And full of vim and vigor. Did I not tell you I was no stranger to chains?
The fighting cannot have lasted long. Where are all the Imperials?
Fled. They stood their ground for a time, until it became clear that their Korgian reinforcements would not be coming. We took some few casualties, but my deeper regret is having let Yotsuyu slip through my fingers. That bodyguard of hers may be a half-wit, but he's a mean bastard on the battlefield.
In any event, I imagine all involved are satisfied with this outcome. So far as the Empire is concerned, the Confederacy attacked Asari in retaliation for the Viceroy's actions, and without the aid of insurrectionists, I might add. Suffice it to say, we are prepared to be the subject of their undivided attention for the foreseeable future.
Doma shall be free, this we swear.
An impossible claim, yet one spoken with such conviction that I cannot choose but believe it.
Your assistance would be most welcome. Nevertheless, we shall do our utmost to spare you undue danger. We are already in your debt.
Nay, little miss, all debts are paid. For by your deeds, many still live who elsewise would not. Let both parties count their blessings, and may fortune continue to favor us all.
You still seek to bring freedom to our people, then? You will go to Yansha?
I have faith that our allies yet live. Once we have found them, we will plan our next step.
Yansha was the crucible of the rebellion. What happened here pales in comparison to what Yotsuyo did there. Remember this. Fear changes men. Have care in whom you place your trust.
And with that, we must take our wounded home. Oh, your Shellback friend sends his regards and looks forward to your next meeting. Try not to die before then, eh?
A silence in 3 parts. Though he is less than the picture of perfect health, Kosetsu is ready to resume his journey to Yanxia. You did well, Amber. Were it not for the tremendous strength and bravery of you and yours, many innocent souls would have suffered terrible fates. Though I knew the Confederacy would be loath to meet the Imperials in battle, I also knew that if any could win them over, it would be you. Truly, yours is a heroic spirit that inspires men to rise above their circumstances, to strive for something greater. It would be an honor to travel with you again. Now then, let us not squander the Confederacy's gift. Yanxia and my countrymen await. There is a tunnel to the southwest. We need but follow it to reach our destination. With me. Meanwhile, on the shores of Othard.
We cannot rest here for long. This place is not safe. Mayhap nowhere is, if thieves can breach our vaults. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect these treasures, and we shall not fail for want of effort.
So, this is why you abandoned your posts, and without a word of explanation at that. Rather thoughtless of you, was it not?
Lady Yotsuyo, pray forgive us our absence, but our home was under attack, our vaults plundered by outsiders.
Did you even pause to consider the possibility that it might be a diversion? What is the point of contracting your services if you are not here when they are required? It is my solemn charge to bring these vermin to heel, to torment them, body and soul, until all they hold dear is as bitter ashes in their mouths. And then you go and ruin everything! Well, there's naught to be gained in belaboring the point. All that remains is to administer your punishment.
Wait, my lady!
No. No, it's no good. There's just no joy in it. No release. There needs to be some investment. They were negligent imbeciles deserving of punishment, but it was hardly personal. 10,000 such Korjin could not satisfy me half so well as a single doman. And what do we have here? One of the vaunted treasures of the Red? The craftsmanship is certainly impressive. Mayhap we can use it to make amends.
How long before Lord Xenos reinstates me, do you reckon? I've got unfinished business back in Eorzea.
Is serving me really so unbearable? At least pretend to enjoy it, you witless lump! If you are so desperate to earn a way back to Eorzea, then be quiet and do as you're told. And bring that sword while you're at it.
She's a bit of a bitch.
I remember the silence, how the talking stopped when we first set foot on the plains of Yansha. Before us stood yet another wall, and through a great Magitech field we glimpsed Doma Castle. I'll never forget the sight, or the anger I felt that day. Life, liberty, hope, so much lost, so much taken. As we walked through that war-torn land, no one said a word.
Except for the Warrior of Light occasionally saying, "Are we there yet?" Yes, this is far enough. Ere we proceed further, I should speak of Yanxia and what became of her, of what lies beyond that great wall at the heart of Doma. And we should be glad to hear it, but is it wise for us to have this conversation here on the open road out in the open? Once your caution would be warranted, but no longer. Xenos did not linger after he crushed the rebellion. He appointed Yotsuyu to act in his stead and quit these lands for fresh sport. The acting viceroy was no less merciless than her master. Without warning, her men would march into villages in search for radical elements, killing and torturing any who dared resist. And then, as quickly as they had come, they left. Satisfied that the memory of the purges would keep the people in line, she relaxed her grip on Yanxia. What need for the leash when the dog is broken? The village of Namai lies to the west. Though I doubt the Imperials are present, let us proceed with caution. for there are tigers on the road. They want to eat me. There she is, the humble village of Namai. How delicious her rice, how sweet her persimmons. Too long has it been since I saw her with my own eyes, and, for mercy, the Imperials appear to be absent. Life after Doma. Gosetsu is demonstrating uncharacteristic restraint. Let no man claim that I am reckless. Prudence has ever been my watchword. Amber, venture closer if you would and confirm that there are no soldiers lurking about.
We may be in luck. I don't see a single Imperial soldier.
Then there is no need to remain hidden. Let us go and greet them as friends.
I'm going too.
Good people of Namai, hearken to me. We come in peace and desire only information to learn of recent events.
Isn't that the General?
Lord Gosetsu, can we preserve your right? He lives.
I say, brothers and sisters, is aught amiss? Why do you regard me as one with a wild beast? Why is there fear in your eyes? Why do you tremble so? Ah, but of course, you fear me a vengeful spirit of the dead. Rest assured, naught could be further from the truth. For am I not corporeal? Are my feet not firmly set upon the ground?
What should we do? If they catch him here, you know what will happen.
Of all the times for him to turn up, has the old fool lost his mind?
You! But why have you come here? What do you want from us?
I know not who you are to speak thus to your elders, boy, but mine only desire is to be received with the hospitality owed a humble traveller, not the fear and trepidation one might afford a wrathful shade.
What you going on about? Actually, never mind, just come with me, now!
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna accept wanted men. I don't know who you people think you are, but do you have any idea what happened to us if you were found in our village? Again, you address us with unwarranted spite. I have not let... I have let your impropriety pass until now, but no longer. Who are you, boy, to speak to me thus? Know you not who I am? I am XIV Namai, a farmer, like my father before me and his father before him. I wouldn't expect a man like you to know who I am, but I know you, we all do. Lord Kain's retainer and leader of the rebellion, Gosetsu, notorious fugitive, wanted dead or alive by the Empire. Ah, is that what this is all about? I'm hardly the first man to earn the ire of the Empire, nor will I be the last. Was not Namai the home to brave and true warriors who fought beneath our banners for king and country? They fought, and they died, every last one, and then the Imperials came looking for more because of them. They were this close to killing us all, to burning our village to the ground. We've only just begun to enjoy some semblance of peace. Never again, do you understand? We've had enough of you and yours. Whatever it is you're plotting, leave us out of it. Impassioned as his pleas may be, surely he must know that I cannot leave things as they are. But for now, I shall respect his wishes. We must continue on towards our final destination, the House of the Fierce, proud headquarters of the Doman Liberation Front. There is a secret entrance to the north of Namai by way of a small spring. Come, I will show you. Yeah, I want to do me a solid, though, and grab that aetheryte. They can hate me all they want, but I'm still attuning to their aetheryte. And then I don't mind if I just cut through your village. This way. We must dive into the water. Have no fear, Amber. It is but a short distance. You need not hold your breath for so long. How invigorating. Congratulations, my friends. You are come to the House of the Fierce. A glimpse of madness. It is not often that the Liberation Front Guard welcomes heroes from distant lands, but he is doing his best to compose himself. You are Amber, are you not? We were told of your coming. Heroes of Eorzea, we of the Doman Liberation Front are honored to receive you. If you would be so good as to follow me.
This is the House of the Fierce, but there are so few of them.
Many kindred spirits remain in hiding following the rebellion. Many others gave their lives for their nation. We are the stubborn remainder. Even accounting for our comrades in the field, we are at a fraction of our former strength, 'tis true. Yet we few are patriots, brothers in arms, prepared to fight with every fiber of our being to set our people free.
Ever are we hopeful that others will join our cause, but never did I dream that you would journey so far.
Yukiri! Gods, it's good to see you. You look great, by the way. Have you been here long?
I returned but recently, having concluded my mission. Oh, it is good to see you again, my friends.
Did I hear aright? Your mission is concluded? Then you have found the young master.
Ere we speak of that, I would know by what fortuitous circumstance our friends came to be here. The Empire's crimes are all too familiar. Lys, my heart goes out to your people.
We wanted to stay and fight, believe me, but we knew it wouldn't work. We needed more time to rebuild, and more allies to stand with us against the Empire. So we decided to come here and help you free Doma, to show everyone that you're not alone, and that the Garleans can be beaten if we work together. I'd like to think we proved that in the Ruby Sea.
That you did, Lys, and far more besides. Needless to say, your assistance would be most welcome.
Hear, hear! Now then, Yugiri, you must tell me of your search for our master.
Lest you wonder, he speaks of Lord Hien, son of Lord Cayenne, who perished during the rebellion. When it became clear that all hope of victory had gone, Lord Hien bade us deliver as many of our people as we could to safety beyond our borders. But as his father's heir, he was determined to fight on, and so he did, until he suffered a grievous wound in battle and vanished without a trace. Until now. For I have found Lord Hien, seen and spoken with him, on the Azim steppe.
O boundless and merciful Kami, the young master lives. Tell me, was he well? Did his wound yet ail him? Where is he now? Have you brought him back to us?
You may take comfort in the knowledge that he is hale and whole. However, when I invited him to return with me to Doma, he had this to say. If Doma yet thirsts for the blood of patriots and tyrants, I shall offer unto her my blade. But if she has had her fill of bitter draughts, I shall offer unto her conquerors my head. Thrice did I declare to him that no true son or daughter of Doma would ever accept such a sacrifice. But for all my passion, he would not be swayed. Learn the truth of her heart and return to me, he said. And so I left him.
The words of one made to wear the mantle of leadership too soon. Yet there is wisdom in them all the same. If the people no longer yearn to be free, 'twould be folly to rekindle the fires of war.
To suffer our master, to surrender his life and forsake all hope of freedom is by far the greater folly. I will not go to face my fallen comrades having done naught to stop it.
Nor I, Shadow Walker, nor I. But we need not rouse our comrades to battle this day. Let us instead welcome our honored guests and allow them a moment of respite.
You know, before Xenos finds out I'm here and comes to raffle stomp everyone. As you can see, they went to great lengths to disable the Aetheryte. Apparently, in the twilight days of the rebellion, they feared that Xenos would be willing to risk sending unattuned conscripts. That said, it is hardly irreversible. They have the necessary materials, so it would be a challenge to repair it alone, but mayhap with my brother's help. You should hear this, Amber. He was just telling me about Xenos and the rebellion. What you have to understand is that it was not a simple matter of numbers. The bulk of the 12th never even took the field. It was Xenos' stratagems that won the war. They were unlike anything we had ever seen. His formations were unorthodox, bewildering. We honestly thought we had him on the back foot. One moment we were pressing home our advantage, the next we were surrounded and at his mercy. And then he stood before us, his cornered prey, alone and unarmed. He beckoned us to come forward and fight for our lives. One by one, my comrades charged. Fearless and unflinching, he would dance amidst their blades for a time, then draw close as if to embrace. One after another. He made us watch. Do you understand? He made us watch. What kind of monster enjoys killing people? I do not think there was any joy in it. Nor justice, nor morality, nor meaning. To him, the weight of one life is no different from that of 1,000. A challenge had been issued and was accepted, but on finding us no challenge at all, his objective changed. There were tales of Imperial soldiers being flayed from slaughtering families, for breaking brave men's spirits. Only later did I come to understand why. He did not desire disobedience. He desired hate and men consumed by it. A new battle, a new enemy, a new challenge. The hunt, I am told he called it. A hunt without end. When all our best lay dead and broken, he left. He left muttering that we had bored him. But our weapons at least held his interest, for he took a fallen samurai's sword, having grown fond of it. Since that day he has ever wielded a Far Eastern blades. He is said to be fascinated by ones with storied histories, and so soldiers who seek to curry his favor often present those of defeated enemies as gifts. It's like it's all a game to him. People are suffering, dying, and he's collecting swords? We all feel the same, but my lady, you must understand. On the battlefield, reasons do not matter. So the victor is not the just, but the strong, and the strong become the heroes of the tale. We were not strong enough. It is not sufficient to be right, to be just. Without strength, our path has but one end. Mayhap a brief respite is in order. Were I 20 years younger, these wounds would not warrant a second glance. Alas, no samurai has the strength to defeat that villain old age. But what say you to the House of the Fierce? Compared to your rising stones, I concede it may seem somewhat lacking. But it has been a haven these past 10 years to all those who would set Doma free. Regrettably, our effort in that time have come to little and less. When the Emperor died, we were so sure the hour of our liberation was at hand, but Xenos soon put an paid to that, with the aid of Yotsuyu and the secret she sold. Amber, I do hope you have taken this opportunity to rest and recover. It is well that you spoke with one of the survivors of that massacre. To defeat one's foes, one must first understand his true nature. As the Alamigan resistance has struggled, so too has the Doman Liberation Front. More so, perhaps, given the precarious position in which we find ourselves in the wake of our doomed rebellion. We are few and our enemies legion. We are weak and they strong. Yet with your help, I believe that there is little we cannot achieve. I only hope the depth of our predicament has not shaken your commitment to our cause. Never. Victory will be ours. Aye, that it will. With the hero of Eorzea on our side, we cannot lose. The stubborn remainder. Yugiri would like to have a word with you. Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though, now that I think on it, I myself have been away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hien commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be to both our benefit if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves. For did my lord not bid me learn the truth of her heart? Let us do this together, Amber. Let us go among the people and with our own eyes bear witness to their hardship. As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Gosetsu, I can accompany you without attracting unwanted attention. I'd like to join, if that's all right. By all means. We would be glad of your company and your perspective. Namai is not far. I say we begin there. Ah, Amber, I am glad to see that you too put thought into your garments given the covert nature of our activities. I should think my reason's obvious. To enter the village while wearing the garb of the shinobi would be beyond reckless. We shall pose as traveling merchants. Amber is our leader, and we as her assistants. Are there any objections? I'm not really the merchant type, but if you think this is the best way to go about it, I'll trust you. Then without further ado, let us begin. Yeah, I'm a merchant with a giant axe. Weren't you the one who came with the general? No? I see. My mistake. It warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Namai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoiding Yanxia ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, that has only made it harder for us to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack for a great many things. It was not much better before, true, but it has only gotten worse. You, a merchant? Forgive me my skepticism, but you strike me less a woman of commerce and more a common sellsword. Okay, let's give your best smile. I stand corrected. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. I pray you forgive me my earlier rudeness. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better. We who remain know better than to risk her ire. If the Imperials demand laborers, we comply. If they demand conscripts to send as soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life. with little in the way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt that I, nor anyone else here, can afford it. A traveling merchant? With meat, perchance? Bah! Better not to know when I have so little coin. I feel your eyes upon me. You know not the lupin? Surely you have not been long in Yangxia, else you would. For generations we served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they were. But the memories of such times fade with every passing day, as others will tell you. Foreign peddlers, and am I? Whatever is you sell, I have no money to buy. Perhaps you should go elsewhere. Saying that, I know of no village in Yangxia that has fared any better. Once I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Monzen, had they not all died in battle or in the purges. There is the Doman Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Dario Moon gates. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. Amber, what have you learned? Well, they're kind of screwed. Lisa and I encountered much of the same. They have been pushed beyond the brink. I expected frustration and disillusionment, but not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing imperial rule in the first place. Unless we convince them otherwise, I fear I cannot convince Lord Hien to return, and without him... The ones we leave behind, Yugiri is uncertain how best to proceed. Let us not yet lose hope, though the situation in Name is bleak, mayhap it is not so elsewhere. I wish to speak with others outside the village. Lisa and I will look for farmers in the paddies to the east. Amber, I ask that you look to the south. Surely they cannot all have given into despair. If this is a tiny caterpillar, I'd hate to see a full-size one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you hadn't come along, I don't know what I would have done. What am I doing out here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some for my parents' graves. The ones my brother and I usually bring are yellow because it was my mother's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you? I shall go attain your yellow flowers. And piss off the local beetles along the way. Only yellow ones will do. Mother wouldn't have wanted anything else. Found you some dandelions. Oh, you found some. Thank you so much, miss. That's twice you saved me now. If you have some time to spare, maybe you could come with me? I'm sure Mother and Father would want to meet the woman who showed me such kindness. We buried them on a cliff to the west of the village. There's a path through the terraces. I'll show you. I'll show you, but run further ahead. The little girl does an exceptionally good job at running off, not very good at showing me. We're here. Just give me a moment to put down the flowers and I'll introduce you. They love to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell them one of your homeland. Azami, Azami, are you there? Azami. What in the... You should not be here. Get away from my sister. Don't be so rude. She saved me from monsters, brother. She even helped me pick flowers for Mother and Father. Go back to the village, now. You're scaring me. I said go. Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister's the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you. But it changes nothing and I ask you to leave, and now I'm asking you again. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials or anything stupid like that, but it's too dangerous for you to stay here. So please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. She said your parents were buried here. So she told you, did she? Yes, that's right. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Cain. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgent present themselves, or else they'd burn the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square, with their hands, with sticks, with anything. They kicked us while we lay on the ground begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, call them fools and call them traitors, say they deserve to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear that he'd do to what he'd do to my sister if they had to come back. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is the wrong word in the wrong ear and they'll return. And then I'll have to dig another grave, if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. If you want to fight the Imperials, go and fight them on your own. You can't help us, no one can. This is all we've got, so please, don't take it from us. You are come at a good time, Amber. We but recently completed our inquiries. What of yours? I was not aware of these events. The boy, Izzy, he told you all of this? Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me, that outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Hien have foreseen this? That our people's spirits would be broken so? Though at first I scoffed at his pronouncement, it feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. A new ruby teeth. Yugiri is troubled by what she has seen. Despite everything we have seen and learned, I refuse to denounce this cause. We should return to the House of the Fierce and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might... Do you hear that? Quickly, we must find a place to hide.
Imperials.
Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line! Now! Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting Viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire, who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well. There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line. Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks, cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes. You first.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Don't worry. I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall, but before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me? Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight!
Soon enough, Lys, soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
I know that, I do. It's just, when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear they have crueler designs for these people. With me, Amber, we must hurry. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. Here, it is a shinobi's tool, for when a more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts. They are coated with an alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. There are soldiers patrolling ahead. Were circumstances different, we could engage them directly, but for the villagers' sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them. Regardless of your familiarity with such weapons, you are a veteran warrior, and I am sure it will come naturally to you. Nevertheless, practice is in order. There, the soldier on that hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds its mark, he should fall within moments. Well done, my friend. Now, give me your map. There is a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Worry not, I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for other patrols. We shall speak again on the other side of the river. Run around and go ptuh. Got it. The last Imperial soldier crumples to the ground asleep. You put away your blowgun and prepare to rejoin Yugiri. Excellent work, Gamber. They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the south, Fluminus. Once it was a base of operations for the Garlean occupation until 10 or so years ago, when they relocated to Doma Castle. Now the castrum serves as little more than a storage facility. I spy 2 sentries near the gate. As you've proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I would ask you to incapacitate them. This very hill should afford you a clear shot. The 2 sentries slumber side by side. No others appear to be forthcoming. Fine work, Amber. You have the gift for the ways of the shinobi. The way is clear. Let us move closer and see what has become of the villagers. Sir, the On from the other villages are assembled for inspection. Very good. I will address them personally. Attention. Shortly, you will all be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about Magitech. It'd take us months, if not years, to learn how to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how, and if you cannot learn how, then your villages may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Deal with this rabble. I'm needed at the castle. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Then let us be about it. The will to live. Ygiri is in her element. Despite the urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to ensure the safety of the villagers. To wit, we must infiltrate the castrum without raising the alarm. I will deal with any soldiers near the entrance. Stand watch for others approaching from the north until you hear my signal. So you want me to go from a hill again? Okay. For mercy, you spy no Imperial patrols bound for the castrum. A hawk's eye cry pierces the silence. Ygiri is waiting. Speak softly, lest the others hear us. What of the outside? Nada. That is good. We may proceed as planned. These ones shall not soon wake, however the others are too close to the villagers. Incapacitating them as I did these ones is far too risky. Fortunately, a solution presents itself. I would have you disguise yourself as an Imperial soldier and convince them that a changing of the guard is in order. You have your pick of uniforms, they shall not protest. With all due care and consideration, you relieve the sleeping soldier of their uniform. You have chosen one to your liking, then? Excellent. I shall hide these ones where none will find them. Our sleeping beauties have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was in the barracks, I happened upon these spare uniforms, in case the items in your possession are not to your liking. This kabuto and teko should match the uwagi hakama and choka in your possession. And with that, you have a full set. I am sure that once you change, it will seem as though it was bespoke. You will need to give the soldiers guarding the villagers a proper Imperial salute to complete the deception and convince them to come here, where I'll be waiting to deal with them. Is it time already? Not that I'm complaining mine, but I thought the others would be gone longer. Changing of the guard, is it? About bloody time. Just looking at these on is making me feel depressed. Reminds me of when I was in their shoes, pissing myself in fear. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. And with that, there are no more soldiers to trouble us. You can dispose of that accursed uniform too. It is time to guide the villagers to freedom.
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help. All right?
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost, our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Tell them whatever you must to keep your loved ones safe.
Why would you... After everything...
Daughter of the Deep, Yugiri is at a loss for words. Apologies, Amber. I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet I believe, I have to believe, that in their heart of hearts they still... Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories we must administer to the soldiers ere they wake. The medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They will suspect that they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It is not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. 10 to the last 2 I put to sleep. I shall see to the others. Mother, is that you? I want to go home.
Forgive me for making you search. It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea. To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father. They are in good health, then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me. That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kaien and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them and Doma. But in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger." Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
It will not always be so.
So I pray, and thus do I labor to see a new day dawn, regardless of my misgivings. When all is said and done, we can but carry on, together. An Imperial airship. It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
Come, come, we must tell the others of this airship, or hear what they know of it.
There you are! What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces. Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all. We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom. Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child!
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
What now?
She's more hot-headed than Alisaie. Path of no return. All warriors must choose their own path, as Gosetsu well knows. I will not pursue her. It is for her to think on our master's words and recognize the futility of her course. Those, at least, are my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life, and it is not to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes this soon. Did Gosetsu send you to stop me? Then you came of your own free will? I should be surprised if you agreed with my chosen course. No one else did. But it is not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. 'Twould seem that Xenos has no desires to remain in Doma any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience is to our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Yosetsu no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The Kami could not have blessed us with more auspicious circumstances. I will kill him, Amber. I will. You mean we will kill him? Or die trying. You understand the risks. Forgive me, of course you do. Mayhap better than I. But are you sure? Thank you. Thank you. I cannot well express what this means to me. We have much to discuss, but we can do so on the way. Yuzuka Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. Stay calm. No one knows you were here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard 2 rebels plotting to kill the crown prince. Gah, stupid, stupid, stupid. You know how this ends, and they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to. Thanks for joining me for this installment of my Final Fantasy XIV story playthrough. I hope it was enjoyable, aside from my poor job at voice acting. As always, feel free to give feedback in the comments below or just to say hi. I may not respond, but I do read all my comments. Follow the links to my socials below and drop by Twitch to say hello there too. Tap that sub button if you want to see what I'm on YouTube, and as always, thanks for watching. I hope you all take care. See you guys for the next video. Until then, stay safe, and ciao.